Welcome to another Living Freestyle Game Dev live stream. My name is Kevin. We do this twice a week, Sunday nights and Wednesday mornings, and it works kind of like an AMA Q&A, etc. And we're talking about Unreal Engine, game dev, blueprints, visual scripting. If you're working through our visual or our Python crash course for creatives, feel free to hop in and ask questions. Generally speaking, there's no question too small, no question too big. We'll try to tackle those together. I currently work as a senior principal tech artist in R&D at Riot Games. It's such an awesome title. Anyways, but what that does mean though is hopefully I have a pretty good understanding of the connections between kind of some of the creative and some of the more technical stuff. And it also means I don't know everything because there is an insane amount, like Unreal Engine is super deep. Nobody knows everything, but I am happy to try to stumble through that, through those things together with you. In the absence of the questions, it's not a problem because I am also stumbling through my own working prototype. So basically I'll fill the time, hang out, wait for questions to pop up. If there aren't any questions, no worries. I work through the prototype and I get to learn a lot along the way. As always, feel free to interrupt me because questions take priority. Generally speaking, Sundance are pretty quiet, so I imagine we're going to be working on a bunch of stuff in Unreal this evening. So with that, let's go ahead and get started. I didn't see any questions in Unreal in any of the comments from previous streams. There was one in the Discord server, but that one we're still kind of sorting out, and I apologize I missed that. I didn't realize that the question was in the questions channel, which is a great place for it. Alright, so hopping into Unreal Engine. Where we left off. That's a really good question. I have not had a whole bunch of time to do this, but generally speaking, we were at a point where a whole bunch of stuff was working and we had discovered two, I don't know if you'd call them bugs, but things that need to be fixed. One is our Because of fixing the respawn, our enemies' AI controllers are still hanging around and we still have that issue with UI, but we're not gonna do that during the live stream because that would be boring. So let's just, I think what we're gonna do is we're just gonna play and we're going to kind of start to figure out what kinds of things we need to work on to make our enemies. Holy smokes. Okay. So I think one sword hit is a little bit rough. Oh, dude. Oh, I didn't know he respawned behind me. Holy smokes. Okay, cool. That's pretty good. Alright, so the gap closer is nice. That feels good. I really like that right click. Parry this guy, ice him, parry this guy. Oh, the wrong one. Where's she running? Oh, she's going for the gun. Okay, cool. So let's see here. Parry. Oh, she hesitated. Why are they hesitating? That doesn't feel good. Oh, that one, she didn't hesitate. Holy smoke, she destroyed me. No, I've got a gun. I didn't want a gun. I was with my sword. Holy smokes. Okay. When I'm in a groove, I pretty much have them under control. But, and there's so many weapons being left around. We're gonna have to do something about that. Oh my goodness. She sliced me on the way in and my gap closure. That's nuts. Okay, I got him. Okay, these weapons getting left around is a little bit ridiculous. Alright, so this should be easy. The guy hesitated. The guy got destroyed. Oh my goodness. Okay, so the other thing that we worked on last time was if I'm holding that parry key and I hit the attack button, it doesn't override it. It's so awesome. It makes it feel so good. Everybody's just getting smoked down. Okay, I'm starting to get the hang of this. Those guns, where are those guns coming from? Oh, those guns are coming from me. That hesitation on the way in, killing these guys. Okay, that feels pretty good. I feel like I want to figure out why that guy hesitates. Oh, I know why. I think I know why. Okay, so a couple things. Here's my thinking. If we take a look at our enemy, that hesitation, enemy fight, I believe it is, when they pop in. So what's happening is this melee is happening it's 2 seconds with a 1 second random deviation. I think that's the problem. Because there's a chance that they'd come up to the person. Hold on, let's see if we can do this. Actually, excuse me once. They come up, they find a position. What are they doing here? If the target's in range, I believe there's a not on this. Inverse, yeah, if the not in range, we're gonna run the query. If the target is in range, then it's gonna move to this location and then it's gonna get there. And while it's there, it's just checking arms distance and target range. But the thing that is actually doing the attacking is this move 2. Oh, no, it's not. I mean, I said that wrong. It's not the move 2. The move 2 gets you there, but then when you get there, this is the thing that's doing the attacking, the melee. And the problem with it is this is only running every between 1 and 3 seconds effectively. So there's up to a 3-second delay when they first get there, which is a bummer. Because what we want to do is when they first arrive, what if we go 1 and 0.8? This may make this nuts. Let's see what happens. I think unfortunately, we're gonna have to be a lot smarter about how this works. Okay. I made it through that. I did all right. Oh my goodness. He got me. Okay. Not bad. I mean, so far this game is going to be super stressful. Okay, that feels good. He comes right in and she tries to take it away. It feels good though. He came right in and attacked. That's what we want. It's almost instant. That feels pretty good actually. Headshot. Take it. Headshot. Oh, I know what we wanted to do. I realized what we wanted to do. Wait, let's see. Oh, she got me. Okay, her attacks are so close together now. Alright, there's something else I want to see. As a result of this, are they always hitting their combos? Oh, wait, hold on a second. I need to go God mode. Ah. Am I God mode now? So this way the reason I wanted to go God mode is I wanted to see. Okay, so notice this guy with the sword. He does the first combo, second combo, third. First combo, second combo, third. But he gets a little confused. Okay, here's what's happening. We never really gave the enemies the ability to use their combos. Really what's happening is if they get lucky in the timing of this melee attack, they'll do the combo. So do we want to make this smarter? Let's see how this is set up currently. Interesting. In order to do this, I don't know how to do this actually. So the time between the interval, we would want to change depending on the weapon type. Interesting. Restart timer on each activation. Random deviation 0. It activates and restarts the timer. I don't know of any way to access this timer in Blueprint or code. Now that I think about it. Because we're in the melee, this receives the tick. This might be interesting. Tick is in this one class default. Interval is 0.5. This is our service interval. Can we change our service interval in here? Service. Nope. Interval. Get sync interval. Interesting. It doesn't look like we can do anything with that service interval. We can check to see if the service is active. That's interesting. If we did that, if we check to see if the service is active, then what ends up happening is we come in here, if the service is active, oh, interesting. Event received tick AI. Hold up a second. Event received activation AI. Alternative AI version of receive activation, but receive activation for more details. This, both generic and AI versions are implemented. Only the more suitable one will be called. Event receive activation. Interesting. So why are we doing that on tick? That's kind of weird to me. I wonder how often that's triggering. Let's go one enemy. I'm gonna go God mode. Hold on a second. That time up. So see, look, that's still ticking. That's weird. It's still saying hello. Okay, that is not the way we want that to work. How's this working? Cast to actor, branch, set focus. Try to activate the ability based on the distance. Interesting. So this thing is always trying to activate the ability independent of the interval in the AI tree. Okay, I don't think that's what we want. Let's cast this to a shooter. Or no. What do we want here? We have a Lyra character and an actor. We don't need to cast it to an actor. but we can cast it to a Lyra character, right? We can do this, and then we can get the controller. I guess we could get the AI controller, and then if it's valid, just to make sure these things are true, then we can get the Blackboard. No, I don't want to set that. What? I didn't create a new variable. So we're basically going to hijack this and change the way this works. And this is just checking to see if the pawn and the character are valid. And if it is, then it goes through. Let's just copy this for right now. Just want to be careful with this. Okay, let's line this all up. Make it pretty. Okay. So if that's all valid, then we have our Lyra character and we have our owner actor. And then what do we do with the actor? We cast that to the actor. We do a bunch of stuff with it. I feel like we want to make this a variable. So let's promote this to a variable and just make this a little bit better. Okay. Clean up all of this stuff. And then we'll drop this in here. We'll delete that. That's all great. As long as this is valid, it's cool. So then we got our blackboards. And then we're going to get target. Oh, this is different. That's the owner actor. This is the target enemy. As long as that is an actor. You know what, let's just duplicate all this so that we have something to work with here. Okay, so we're gonna get our target actor, and as long as our target is an actor, then this Lyra character went all the way through the Lyra ability system component. So that is this one here. Okay, that's going to go to the Lyra ability system component. It's going to set that. Okay, so we come in here. When we get our activation, we set our owner actor, which we're never using again. So that was probably, we'll clean that up. We don't even need that variable. We're going to cast that to a Lyra character. Then we're going to get the AI controller. We're going to get the billboard. We're going to check to see if the target enemy is valid, assuming that the AI controller is valid. And then with that, we're going to do all of our location checks and seeing if we're in range, and then we're going to try to activate the ability by tag. And the tag that we're going to try to build is our combo, which is interesting. I don't know if we want to do that, but let's just check this. Let's just see if this even works. No, we do not, because we have errors. Oh, set focus. The focus needs to be, hold on, I lost it. Owner controller. Wait a minute. New focus is the target. Oh, it's the owner controller that's getting this. So we're owner actor, cast a Lyra character. We're getting the AI controller. Okay, let's clean this up. We don't need this as a variable, first off. And then what we can do is we can promote this to a variable. promote to a variable, and we're going to call this the owner AI controller. And we'll set that. Okay, and if it's valid, we keep going. We're going to do that stuff. And then here, we're going to connect this in here. Wait a minute. That's the ability system. Okay, that's not the one I'm looking for. Ah, it's here. Owner AI controller connected in here. And our get actor location is now bogus. That was coming off of the I believe it's just coming right off of here. Alright, let's try that compile. Alright, that at least compiles. Okay, let's take a look. Okay, so let's go down one. Do they attack? Yes, they do. Every second. 1,000, 1,000, 1,000. Okay, cool. So that is cool. It is basically now it's attacking. Let's compile and save this. It is now attacking based on this melee attempt to attack. However, we want to be a little smarter about this. And I think what we want to do is, what were our other events? Service. Is service active? Target is a BT service for this blueprint. Okay, here's what we can do. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to change our time. I want to test this just so that we can wrap our heads around understanding this. We're going to go an integral of 0.5. And we're going to put a print in here. And we should be seeing a ton of hellos when we do this. But I don't see a ton of hellos. I do now. It's interesting they weren't showing up before. Okay, so obviously she's attacking too fast. She's cutting off the last ability, right? So if we put this test in here and we say if it's not active, does that cover that case? So we should see this when on the last hit. In other words, does she cut the last hit off? Oh, God mode, please. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. Nope. Because okay, so that's not the way to do it because technically the service is not active right now because it's only a half second. So that's not how we need to do that. Try activity and abilities by tag. So the problem is the combo. I believe the combo is probably set up to be recastable combo. Not combo. Sword combo. So here's our sword combo. And it is a re-triggerable instanced ability. And the reason we had to do that, we did that because I wanted to be able to interrupt the ability. Interesting. Okay, that's not what we want to do then. How are we gonna do that? I actually think the general gist is tying this melee to a service may not be the way to go. Or we're gonna have to be a lot smarter about it because we don't have the ability to control the interval. And here's specifically why I'm worried about that, because really what we want to be able to do is we want to give the enemies the ability to fire off a combo. And I don't want the combo to always be the same. I don't want it always to be 1,000, like 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000. There's no flow to that. There's no rhythm. So we want to do things like break it up, just like principles of animation type thing. So, bump, 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 or bump, 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 something like that. So there's rhythm to the attacks. And we can't get that if this is only ever doing on tick. Now, what we could do is we could set this to like a 1 second interval, which might be reasonable. And then in the melee, what we could do is we could find a way to see if they're currently already attacking and use this tick to activate a combo, for example. So let's see here. Let's do an example of this. What could we do here? We could do let's do a random number. Let's do a random float in range 0 to 100. 0 to 100, for example. And if this is greater than 50, we would do a combo. Let's say what are we gonna call this? B combo attack. Let's just call this. Let's call it combo attack. Okay. And so what we'll do is, if this is true, let's set this to true. So this is kind of pseudocode, okay? And what we'll do in here is we'll set this to false as we start whenever this is activated. And then what we can do is we can basically just do our random number generator. Let's back this up a little bit. Make some space. I don't know that this is the right way to do this in the end, but it's gonna be fun to try out. Okay, so now we have a random chance of doing a combo. And then what we can do down here in tick, if we disconnect all for net, let's not disconnect all this stuff. Let's just reconnect to something else. Let's just do a, if we do this with a boolean. So if we're doing a combo attack, then what we can do is we can print and we can say do combo. Oh, hello, we gotta actually do the print. Do combo. So 50% of the time, this should print do the combo. Okay. So hello. Hello. Interesting. It's not attacking. Wait a second. Oh yeah, he's doing it. He is doing that. Do combo attack. Okay, otherwise, if it's false, let's just print string. We'll just copy paste. Come on now. Come on now. Change the color so we can do this one. And we'll just do this as regular. Regular melee. Regular melee. Now, what should happen is this should come in here, set this to false. If it's true, and it's not service active. Oh, I wonder if we're doing this. Let's just do this. Let's skip this for now. I'm wondering if this is causing our service to stay active. Okay, so now let's try this. So now we're going to switch to God mode. Come in. She's gonna come in. Regular melee attack. Only, there we go, combo attack. Combo attack, combo attack, combo attack. Regular melee. The interesting thing is, so our number, our random chance of triggering the combo or the regular melee seems to be 50% of the time. That's right. But what's interesting is this tick is overriding all the rest of this. It's like this is not finishing because she should activate those abilities. If I disconnect this tick, does it start working again? Nope. Okay, something else. I broke something else. Cast, something in here is not true. Don't know what it is. Let's find out. We'll put a breakpoint right here. Here we go. Okay. What? Oh. That's why. We don't need this. Oh, we do need this, but we need to go around on the false. This is the problem. Okay, we just didn't have one of our lines connected. I think this will probably solve our problem. Although, the interesting thing is, when combo attack was set, she didn't actually fight. That's kind of weird. Actually, we're gonna come through here. Ooh, it's not a Lyra character. What is it then? What? When things go awry, get display name. What is this printing? Maybe we have the controller here and not the pawn? Even though it seems like we have the controller? Oh, that is the controller. Okay. So we already have the controller, so we have it backwards. So we just need to redo a bunch of this stuff. All right, so let's fix this. The owner actor is not the owner actor. It's the owner AI controller. So let's just do this. Let's set this to be this. All right. What? Hold on a second. I'm pretty sure. What did it print? It printed. I swore I saw it print. HWZ AI controller BP. What? Okay, fine. Cast to AI controller. Okay, and then from that, we'll set this to this if that's successful, which it should be. And then from this, we will get the controlled pawn, get the control pawn, and we are going to, with that, we're going to cast that to a Lyra character, I believe. And then that should solve that problem. No, we don't need this anymore. We don't need that anymore. And then we should reset these just like we were doing before. Okay, and then let's see here. Casting that to get the owner AI controller, we don't need that. We're already setting that. And we don't even need to get this. So all this Blackboard stuff we can actually do up front. Because we already have the AI controller right here. Okay. So this is going to feed into the target. Hold up a second. This is going to be a target enemy. Yeah, we'll just plug this in. We'll keep it here. This makes more sense here, I think, actually. I don't think we need that. So here's our AI controller. We get this. We set our combo attack. We're going to cast our control pawn to a Lyra character so that we can get the location. And then also so we can get the ability component, which we're going to use to try to activate any abilities. And then we're going to take the target actor, and other than checking the range, we are also going to set its new focus to be the target actor. Okay, and then we'll try to activate those abilities. So let's see if that works. Something's not working. What's going on here? Okay. So we're setting the AI controller, we're setting our combo attack. We are getting a combo. We're casting something to a Lyra character. That is working. Oh, we don't have anything on this is valid. As Lyra character. I don't think we need this anymore. Because if it wasn't valid, we would have never even been able to set the AI controller in the first place. And then we're gonna come through. Okay, let's try this again. Let's just let it ride. Okay, at least they attacked this time, even though I'm dead. Okay, let's try this again. Play, God mode, and then let's move forward. Now, that seems like a lot longer than 1 second between attacks to me on some occasions. Like, how long is that? That's a long time right there. So our melee attacks are supposed to be 1 second with 0 deviation. I know what's happening. I know what's happening. Here's what's happening. 50% of the time, we're not doing any attacks. We're doing a combo attack. And we should see that if we put this print here. So regular melee, combo. Regular melee. That's kind of weird though, because she's printing combo and still attacking independent of what the tick is doing. It's interesting. And I would expect it to not attack No. It should attack no matter what. Like this right here, where'd that delay come from? This is where we need to know where the delay is coming from. Okay, so let's do this. Let's take a look and see what the behavior tree is doing on those moments. Okay, so she's attacking. Oh, there's a wait down here. There's a 2 to 1 second wait. Interesting, but even with that wait, I thought that the BTS, I thought that the service would still trigger. Okay, hold on a second. Let's, something's funky. Let's figure out what's going on here. So this service should still be triggering. So let's, can we get the game time in here? Game time. In seconds, we can. Let's print this. Print string. Okay, so now, and we're not even gonna do, let's take out this tick thing. I think this tick thing might be confusing us. Let's just see that it prints every second. Switch to God mode. 0.43, 6.99, 9.66. Where did 3 seconds go? 12.2, 15, 17. Dude, where is this time going? Okay, I have a crazy idea. Let's take out this weight. Wow, look at this dude going nuts. I don't even think that's every second. That's not even every second. How is that happening that it's not every second? The dude is in a panic mode. Okay, I think I understand what's happening. What's happening is our behavior tree ticks every second, but it's being activated. Oh, okay. Hold on. This is the service interval. This thing's being activated much faster. This must be getting activated because just the overall execution speed of the behavior tree. Hold on, I need to use my other mouse. See, I told you we were gonna learn a bunch of stuff. Yeah, look at this activation speed. So these are less than 0.3. 0.3. Calc 1 divided by 30. 0.03. It's not that fast, so it's not every frame, that is for sure. But I believe it's happening every time we come in here rather than the tick interval. Call tick on search start. Restart timer on each activation. If set next tick time will always be reset to services interval when node is activated. Interesting. So what's happening is, I think we are leaving this area. Let's take a look. If we look at our enemy behavior tree, and we look at this at the same time, and we watch what is happening when we play this game, and it's going to be a little bit tricky to do, but we can do it. Let's do this. Let's go God mode. Let's move forward. Okay, so you can see here, you can already see this happening. So you can see it's cycling through this whole tree, and as a result it's coming through here, and each time it comes through here it is hitting the melee, which is activating melee. So it's not like this particular character is in this tree and staying in this tree. Something is kicking it out of this tree, which causes it to go to patrol and then come back down through this tree again. So I thought once we were in the fight tree, it would stay in the fight tree. But it only stops if one of the children fails. So who's failing? This one's failing. No. Interesting. These are all successful. These are being forced success. Should fight. Interesting. We set the state, we reset the claims. If we should fight, then we'll come in here and we have a target as target. I don't understand what this sequence is about. We don't need that. First off, we can have a deck. We should drop into should fight. We do a loadout check. Is the melee weapon equipped? That's the inverse condition, okay? This is should melee. So we're gonna come in here. We're gonna force success, force success, force success, force success. Move 2 is the only one that doesn't have a success on it. I wonder. Add a decorator. Add a service. Nope, decorator. Force success. I wonder if the move 2 was failing and that was causing it to kick out. Because what I'm expecting is it should stay in this melee loop until something in here failed. And it's weird that it's not doing that. Okay, so here we go. All of these should be forcing success. I wonder if the order matters. That seems weird if the order matters. This should be successful. Hold on a second. If a child fails and the sequence failed, if all the sequence children succeed, then the sequence succeeds. Oh, wait, no. Execute and will stop executing its children when one of their children fails. These are all 4 successful, so it should never stop executing this loop. What is going on here, y'all? Like, how is this possible? So these are all 4 success. 4 success. Every single one of these is set to 4 success. I don't understand how it is leaving this node. Should damage. These sequences are running, basically running through all of these. Okay. I believe, well, I think the problem is the way the execution order on this thing is working. So one thing I could do It's interesting because our attack is up here. Add target should fight attack. I'm just gonna attack every so many seconds. You know what? I'm gonna get rid of this. I'm gonna take this out. And they are no longer going to attack. That should be the case. So she's not gonna attack anymore. Okay. It's interesting, this is all flashing, even though this is all... A selector executes nodes from left to right and will stop executing until one of the children succeeds. This is succeeding, that's why. So this succeeds, then it stops. It goes back to the top. I wonder if I change this to a sequence. I mean, it's kind of doing that already anyways. So let's see what it does now. Interesting. It's not going to these other ones. It's a little bit more of what I would expect. But this is happening because it's going through here. And so that's why we're getting the flashing through here. Oh, I did not know this was going to turn into a behavior tree stream. I was not expecting this. And it's just because of the way our attacks work. this is kind of a bummer. I think what we actually need to use... Okay. Let's do this a little bit differently. Let's take our BTS melee. Let's browse to this. This guy. And I think what I want to do is I want to make a new task. And we're going to call the task. We're just going to melee. Run ESQ, move to, and rather than wait, let's attack. So let's create a new task. Alright, debug, find random, form up, reset claims, squad form, run away, set look around. Let's duplicate this one. And let's do melee attack task. And what we're going to do in here is we're going to do the same thing we do in our BTS. And we're literally going to just copy and paste the whole BTS in here. Should be pretty straightforward. We're not going to worry about the tick stuff right now. Let's just get our characters attacking again. We obviously don't need the print strings. This, something's not right, combo attack, remote to variable, this is going to be, I believe we called it B combo attack. Okay, compile this. That compiled, that's cool. This is going to be our melee attack task. We still have a random number generator in there. We're going to come back to that in a second. And then in our fight behavior tree, what we're going to do under melee is let's just do an attack. Melee attack. And effectively, first let's see if they're attacking. Yep. Now they only attacked once. That's interesting. Where is she in her behavior tree? Enemy fight. Oh, we're stuck in melee attack. We haven't actually finished the task. We need to end that task. I forgot about that. So end task. End task. Ooh. Task. Wait, I thought we had it in the task. Hold on, it's been a really long time since I tried to finish execute is what it's called for task. All right, so finish execute. And it's successful if we get this far. And if none of these things happen, these should also finish executing, and it should actually, what we should do here is we should fail this execution, I guess, just for posterity. Returns true if anything attempts to activate can activate more than one ability. Okay, cool. So we do need to finish this task no matter what. We could fail again. well. Let's see here. Here, let's do fail for right now. That should be fine. We just don't want it to get stuck here. Let's compile and save that. You know what's interesting? It didn't ask me to check that. Oh, it just marked it for add automatically. That's cool. Okay. Cool. Let's go God mode. Top down here. One. Okay, she's freaking out. She is freaking out. Okay, so here's the thing. It's not, right? Okay. Now what I was thinking was, what we need to do in this fight is on this melee attack, we need to add a cooldown. And the cooldown is 1 second. Let's go God mode again and see how this works. Ooh, much nicer. 1,1000, 1,1000, 1,1000. Okay, so that's working. That's great. Now what's interesting is seems to be working fine, but does not wait at all. Just wails. Okay, so that's fine. Okay, but we're closer. I think we have this more controlled. We now have a cooldown timer. Interestingly enough, our cooldown doesn't allow us to Here's the problem. We don't have control of the cooldown. We would probably have to make our own service for cooldown or duplicate one where the cooldown is determined by the amount of time between attacks. For example, if it was a combo attack, or I wonder. I have an idea. This is mostly just us figuring out how this works. So what I mean by that is, in our melee attack, if it is true and it's a combo attack, what I want to do... Okay, let's change this. Let's take our fight. Let's change this cooldown to be 3 seconds. Okay? But if it's a combo attack, what I want to do is at the end, I want to finish differently. If it's a combo attack, actually we don't even have to do this. We're going to finish, if combo attack is true, let's invert this. We're going to fail. Wait. No, if combo attack is true, we're going to succeed. Yes. Okay, so let's just do this. So what that means is, what I want to see is, I want to see if this changes the timing, whether it's 1,000. So either it is every single time here we're getting a combo attack, or failing does not matter. Which is probably more likely. But just to be sure, let's print a string here. And we're going to say this is combo attack. We'll just temporarily print a string here too. This is going to be a regular attack. That way we can confirm that that's actually working. Okay, so this comes in here. That's a regular attack. That's a combo attack. Still 3 seconds between. So even though this is failing, what's happening is this is for success. Observer reports none. Interesting. That's my only option. Why is that? I'm sort of thinking about the best way to approach this. I mean, we know the cooldown works. We know if we change this to 1 second, the character will attack every 1 second. The problem is if it's 3 seconds, this doesn't help us. How is this implemented? Perform condition check. We could basically check. We could kind of create, what we could do is we could create our own cooldown. And if we create our own cooldown, we can set it to be the total length of the combo or the attack that we're doing, for example, the melee attack that we're doing. Seems kind of wild, doesn't it? Let's try it. Why not? What are we doing? Why not? Sure, let's just duplicate this one. And we're gonna call this melee cooldown. So this is gonna be hopefully our smart cooldown. And we got perform condition check. And what we're going to do is we are going to store we're going to do this as cooldown, and this is going to be a float. Man, if this works, this is going to be wild. So this is going to be a float, and it is instance editable. And then what we'll do is we'll go back to our fight tree. We're going to change this to our melee cooldown. Not that. We want BT decorator melee cooldown. The cool thing is we instantly have a cooldown here. So let's set it to 1. Okay. And then let's go back. Let's make our default as 1. Now, here's the trick. How do we want to do this? The reason we would do this is if we wanted to get the... Okay, we're not going to worry about all this stuff for now. So let's just do that. Let's just get rid of all these spheres and everything. We don't need these distances, we don't need these vectors, we don't need these castings or this return node. And what we're going to do is we're going to initially we have our cooldown. Let's get game time in seconds. Get game time in seconds. And then when we perform the check, we're going to start time. We're going to set this, get the start time. Okay, so what we want to do is if start time plus the cooldown is, hold on a second. We're gonna start the first time through. We want to set the start time to the game time. Okay, that's the first time through. And then what we're going to do is if the start time plus the cooldown is less than the game time, start time plus the cooldown, hold on. Start time plus the cooldown is less than the game time. That means that we have passed the cooldown time, right? If that's true, holy smokes, it's too late to be thinking about this stuff. Okay. The first time through, if our start time plus the cooldown is less than the game time, this basically means that the cooldown has passed. Okay? So if that's true, then what we need to do is we need to return true. The other thing we need to do is we need to kind of reset this thing. I don't know if this is going to work because I don't know if it comes back through. What functions are available to us? There's 11. Receive X. Ooh, here we go. This is what we need. That if both generic and AI members are implemented. Receive condition check. Receive execution start. Okay, let's try this. We're gonna have to implement a bunch of things here. So on receive start, when we do this, we are going to set a, oh, this is our function. These are all events. Interesting. What I thought when I clicked on function override, it would show me receive execution, perform condition check ID, receive execution start AI. Interesting. When we do that, what we're going to do is we're going to set a variable, and the variable is going to be start time, which we can't do because we have a local variable that does that. Initialize start time for now. Okay, when we do this, let's set this to be the game time. We're gonna do this again. So that's gonna be the start. Okay, and then what's going to happen is, as we are, if we finish I'm gonna put a print string in here because I want to know. Finished. Melee cooldown. I need to know if this is happening before we want it to. And then what we're going to do is in the condition check, start time plus, okay, it's not the start time anymore. It is going, we can get rid of this. If the initialized start time plus the cooldown is less than the game time, then the cooldown is finished. If that is false, the return node is false. Okay, is that all that is? Okay, oh. And then that's it. So download. What is happening? Melee cooldown. Let's try 4 seconds. Also, I need to change the comment on this thing. Melee cooldown, class defaults, custom cooldown for melee attack. Cooldown attack. Okay, let's compile it. Just save it. Go back to this. I'm gonna save this. I want to see if we get a 4-second cooldown this time. Sure, we'll save this too. And this one we didn't change. Melee we didn't change. So here we go. God mode. That's about 4 seconds actually. Holy smokes, that's kind of working. You know what's interesting? It's printing regular and finished at the exact same time, but it's not letting it back in. Why is that? Okay, I want to see this. Where? This is our melee cooldown. If we put this in here. And this in here, let's resume. Okay, so we get the start. We set our initialized time. Instantly we come to this. And it's returning false. Then we come to this. Returning false. I was doing this condition check a bunch. Interesting. Okay. So wait, this may actually be what we want. This might actually be what we want. Okay, so we can get rid of this breakpoint. We know that this is actually working. We can get rid of this finish print. We don't need that. We can get rid of this breakpoint. So what we're going to do is hold on a second. Event graph. If it starts combo, active combo. Let's try this. If okay, this just returns true or false as far as whether or not you can come in here. Okay, here we go. So what we want to do is we want to go back to our behavior tree. And we're going to change this back to 1 second. But what we want to do is we want to set it up so that when we do a melee attack, 50% of the time we're going to do a combo attack. But when we do a combo attack, we need to specify, we need to tell the AI that it's doing a combo attack. Now we could do that in the Blackboard. We could do that with a tag. We could do that a bunch of different ways. I'm kind of like, let's just do it in the Blackboard for right now to keep this simple. Out of ammo, look around, as line of sight, squad lead, weapons found. Let's just add one called, it's a Boolean. And this is going to be attack combo, attempt attack combo, is attack comboing, full combo attack, full combo attack. We'll just use that for now. We need to check this out. Okay, and so what we're going to do is on the melee tabs for this Blackboard, where is it? Right here. We're going to set Blackboard, set Boolean value. And the key name, we're going to make one. And this is going to be the one we just made, which is here. Copy paste so we don't mess that up. And that is going to be the value of combo attack. Okay, what that's going to do is now we have a B combo attack in the Blackboard. And then what we're going to try to do here is with the owner actor, we're getting the Blackboard. We're going to get this value. Okay, and we're going to get the value as Boolean. Get value. Oh, you know what? We're probably going to need to change this a little bit, but that's okay. Let's just try it. Okay. So if all right, so if the game time, okay, hold on, I need to comment this. Initialized time plus the cooldown is less than the game time. Combo is over. Attack is over. Oh, cooldown is up. Cooldown finished. Okay. So our cooldown is finished. And if that is true, then we're allowed to execute. Now here's the trick. We want one more check in here. And the check we want is, so to be the simplest way to test if this is possible or this is going to do what we want is, if this is true, then what we want to do is let's add an additional 3 seconds to this. Okay, so what we're going to do is, if we are in a combo attack, then what we're going to do is we are going to take the initialized start time. Let's add 3 seconds to the cooldown. Or we'll just add 2. So if it's a combo attack, we should get, no, we'll make it 3. No, 2. 2's fine. Ah. So if that's true, then we will finish. Okay. Hold on, this just confused me. Okay, hold on. If we are doing a combo attack, if that's false, we're just gonna finish like normal. Okay, if it's true, then what we're going to do is we're going to check to see if this is good. And I think this just stays the same. So this is going to be cool down for combo override. Okay, let's see what happens. So theoretically, 50% of the time we should get holy smokes, it's working. Okay, so what's happening is, and so see how it's a regular attack and then there's a combo. Now it waits 3 seconds. Regular, combo, wait 3. So the idea, what my thinking is that while this combo is happening, what we could do is we can update our melee attack to be doing the melee attack during this point. So let's do that. Okay, so what we're going to do in our melee attack task is, if this is true, if it's a combo attack, it's going to go through here. We're going to do this. It's a la-di-da-di-da. Then we're going to try to activate our abilities by tag. Okay, then if it's a combo attack, if this is true, if it's a combo attack, we are going to do some other stuff. And to, we're going to call this a success. Okay, so if it's a combo attack, the idea is what we will actually do is get the number of things, or the number of, the idea is we're going to get the number of attacks that you would do or whatever based on the weapon that we have equipped. But for now, let's not worry about that. Let's just put in a 0.5 second delay. And let's do the same thing again. Nope, 0.5. And then we're going to reactivate these guys again. And you know what? Because of this, I would really like to make this a variable. So let's back this up. Back this up. Let's promote this to a variable. This is going to be the owner ability component. Owner ability component. Okay. That's the actor. That's the ability component. Let's get the owner ability component of this in here. This is going to get moved back down. This is going to be up here. That's the one bit I don't like, but that's fine. Then we're going to do our 0.5 second delay, and we are going to do the exact same thing again with this. Let's do this 3 times. So there's going to be a 0.5 second delay, then we're going to try to activate the abilities again, and then another 0.5 second delay, and we're going to activate the abilities again. Now, theoretically, if this works, what's going to happen is it's going to attack. It's going to check to see if it wants to do a combo attack. If it wants to do a combo attack, then it should by default change our cooldown to 3 seconds. During that time, we should get 3 attacks, which should complete out our combos. If this works. So let's go God mode. Dude, totally worked. Did you see that? So this is gonna be... Okay, something happened. Okay, it worked one time. What happened was we didn't finish our ability. That's what's happened. We need to finish our ability. Okay, so let's finish our ability. And dude, we're gonna ace this. This is gonna be great. Okay, so what's happening now is let's go God mode. Whenever we see regular, it should be one attack. One attack. One attack. Oh, combo. Okay, so combo. So basically, 50% of the time, the enemy is trying to do a combo. And if it's regular, it's just wailing. Just wailing. Now, what's interesting is when we do a regular attack, it's not incrementing. It's pretty good, man. I think that's great. Okay. I'm fine with this. This was a little different than what I thought we were going to be doing tonight. We completely changed the way this behavior tree works. But, I mean, it's working. So with that, let's just play again. One more time. I'm not even going to go God. Oh, we only have one enemy. Let's go back to our 3 enemies. It's been a really quiet night, you all. Where's everybody at? Alright, let's see how we do here. Oh, wait a second. If I parry... Interesting. Okay, so this is interesting. Okay, hold on 1 second. Let me show you what I just saw. It's working. It's cool. It's working. But let's just go one character, and let's change our chance of a combo to be 100%. Where is this? Random float greater than 50. We can just basically, but we're definitely going to combo. We don't need these print strings anymore. Period. So the character should combo every time. And as long as I'm in God mode. Okay. The cool thing is the cooldown. Anyways, so that's that. Now here's what I want to see. Bye. Interesting. Doesn't interrupt the combo. Hold on a second. This makes sense. What's happening is because we're trying to activate our abilities. Hold on a second. Our stun. Did we call it a stun? I think we called it a stun. Our stun must not block these other guys. This is our ability set shooter. What does our stun do? Our stun plays a montage, which is the sword stun. And then we end. Okay, so let's look at our relationships. Relationship. Is stun in here? No, it's not. So let's add stun. If we are stunned, we want to block melee. Is that the one we want to block? Let's try it. Nope, that's not it. So we're gonna block combo. Combo and power combo. They can't do either one. There we go. But, okay, you can see it's working. Okay, cool. This is great. Alright, so watch what happens. The first attack. Okay, that's the second attack of the combo. That's the third attack of the combo. The third attack of the combo is getting cut off because the delay is not long enough. Okay, here we go. Here's what we want to do. I think what we need to do is in here. This, where were we? Melee cooldown. Melee attack task. Here we go. This is our delay. And we're going to do the thing. But what we want to do is we don't want to continue. We do not want to continue if it couldn't activate it. So let's see if this will fix this. So if this was successful, it's going to continue. If not, we're going to end this. We're going to finish execute. Okay. It's going to do the first one. Same thing though, we should do. And let's put an and in here. And. So if it's a combo and this was successful, then we're going to do this. And what should happen is if it failed because of the block, it should just stop and it should just reset. So here we go. So the weird thing is she is on the last one. She's like cutting it off. Like, do you see that? She's attacking twice. That's the part I don't understand. Hold on a second. I want to see. Are we ever hitting these? Do we hit these? Because we should. Okay. Definitely hitting the second one. Why isn't it hitting this one? So that's successful. Interesting. So the first time it's successful, then we do a delay. We're going to try to activate that ability. And when we do, we're going to come in with false. We're going to try to activate the ability, and we're going to come in with false. Okay, I think that's actually working properly. But there's something else I'm missing. So that finished execute's fine. So that's the second one in the combo. But see, in that third one, it's cutting the third one off. Why is it cutting the third one off? It's cutting the third one off because... Okay, hold on a second. Oh, jeez. You know what? I need to go God mode. Hold on, let's go again. I think it's because... 1, 2, 3. Interesting. Okay, so what's happening is it's because of the combo phase. It's because of the combo phase we're in. So here's what's happening. First time through, we come through here. We attempt to activate phase 1 of the combo. It goes through, it hits a block, a stun. Alright? When I'm stunned for this 0.5 second delay. And then what happens is I try to activate the ability again. That gets me into phase 2. It fails. It can't activate it and it breaks out. I'm still in combo phase 2. I come back in here and I try to activate phase 3. Okay, but the problem is phase 3 is longer than half a second. It's like way longer. So if I just simply take these delays and double them, we should see way more of that third phase sword. Let's just double check. There's 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Those are regulars. Oh, interesting. Okay, here's the other problem that's happening. Our combos are working correctly. This is why we actually have to tie into the way the combo works. What this is doing is, this is a regular attack and a combo attack. It's both, but the problem is the animation for the first phase of the combo is shorter than 1 second. So we're never getting to the second phase of the combo. And the reason for that is because then it gets reset for which phase to go to. So I would have to shorten this to be, this delay would have to be the same length as the delay for the sword combo. So hold on a second. If we look at the sword combo montage. So sword combo. This is, it seems like, oh yeah, see, okay, so the end finish, this is it, this notify, this Anno notify is what does it. This Anno notify happens at frame 20, let's call it 27. So that means that if you didn't try to reactivate before then, it would instantly reset your combo back to the start. So if we take and we do the math on that, it's super close. It's like, if we go 28 divided by 30, so 0.93. So if we simply change the delay in this melee attack to the first one to be 0.9, we should get our second combo. Let's see. Oh wait, that's not what I want. Okay. Maybe 0.9 isn't enough. Let's try 0.8. Or my theory could just be totally wrong. Try 0.8. That seems weird. I don't believe it. Let's try 0.7. This has to be right. What else could it be? There it is. Okay. It is right. But I'm not sure why it's 0.7, because the math on that should be 0.9. Maybe we're playing back to speed faster. What's our playback rate on that? Oh, it's because our rate scale is 1.2. So that makes it a little bit trickier. So the math works out to be we're playing at 1.2 times faster. So if we're at 30 frames per second, we're not playing at 130 frames per second. We're playing at 30 times 1.2 times 1.2. We're playing at 36 frames a second. So 28 divided by 36, 0.77. So that's why when we got down to 0.7, it worked. Okay. So now we would have to do the same thing for the second phase. If we look at the second phase of this, which is combo 2, this is also 32, but it's playing at a 1.0 rate. So this one should be 0.9. Famous last words. I've been wrong so many times tonight. Let's try though. Okay, so the second, so 0.7 is for the first one. The second one, if we go 0.9, and if it ends up being 0.85, I'm not gonna sweat it. But we should get hold on a second. Okay, doesn't seem like 0.9 is right. Alright, I was wrong again. So let's try 0.8. Oh, you know what? The notify might be in a different place on that one. There it is. I didn't look at where the notify is. Okay, but let's just for kick. Where's the notify on this? It is frame 26. Oh, 26. Rate scale is 1. What's 26 divided by? Hey, where'd the calculator go? Calc. 26 divided by 30. 0.86. So that's why 0.9 didn't work. But did we end up at 0.9 or 0.7? Oh, 0.8. So we were right on. It was right on. It was because the notifies in a different place for the second I made. So basically this proves out the point. The overall gist here is this. What needs to happen as part of our melee attacks, if we are doing a melee combo attempt, is we need to get all of this information that I'm just kind of hand picking and forcing right now. We need to get it from the ability. We need to get it from the weapon itself so that we can customize how many different things they're going to do as part of this melee attack and finish or execute based on that. So this is actually really cool. I'm not totally sure this is the best way to do this, but it's working, right? It's working. It's a prototype, so it counts. And I'm good with that. Now the interesting thing is, now that we've done this, if we come in here and I force them to fail. Oh, I actually wanted to see what they were going to do next. Didn't mean to kill them. Let's try this again. Block. Okay, so this is the other thing that I think we should do. When they're stunned, they are still continuing to try the combos. And I think that's kind of, I guess it's not that bad. But it seems like when they get stunned, it might be reasonable. They should probably also check to see if the character's still in range for the last half of the combo. Got me. Okay, but for now what we can do is we can go back to this and give this a shot. See what our enemies are doing. Ooh. I did not see that dude was in the middle of a combo. And as a result of that, we whipped up on him. The stun might be a little bit long. because I feel like I could just do this. And maybe what it is we just need to make it so that we could make it so it's 3. I think ultimately what we're going to do is we're going to make it so it's 3. I think it's a good place to wrap up. This actually went really well, and we went a whole lot longer than we normally do. But it's actually cool. I feel like we made some good progress. So let's just go ahead and wrap this up, because I do have to get to the day job tomorrow and be somewhat rested. So I think what we're going to do going forward is potentially work on enemy smarts a little bit, when they get stunned, either how long they're stunned for, or what could make play more interesting and feel more like it's in line with everything that's going on is the idea that they can also block, and if they block, you get stunned and having to it would be interesting to see how that's going to feel. So as always, anybody who's hanging out on the sidelines, just listening and watching, thanks for checking out the stream. If you're watching this after the fact, again, thanks for checking out the stream. Don't forget, this is all about your questions. Like, it's fun for me to sit here and stumble through all this stuff, but really why we're doing this is to hopefully help you stumble through some of your questions and learn a bunch about Unreal Engines and blueprints and stuff like that. Next stream is going to be Wednesday morning at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, as always. Check out the Twitter. And usually the YouTube schedules will be up to date, so I'll get the next stream posted. As always, thanks for the support. Appreciate it. I hope you all have an amazing start to your week, and I will catch you all in the next stream. Take it easy.